It's time to step up your game. The Razor phone is coming back, and Twinkies for breakfast?
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning. It is Friday. Are we ready for the weekend? I think so. It is Friday, November 15th, 2019. It is day 64 of Gotta Get on Ellen. Sent another video yesterday. I'm going to be very annoying. So, first order of business for this morning. Taylor Swift put out something on her Instagram yesterday. She is being awarded the Artist of the Decade at the AMAs this year. And apparently, this legal battle she has, I guess it's with her record company and Scooter Braun, who purchased all the royalties to her first 6 albums. Apparently, they will not allow her to sing any songs from her first 6 albums at the AMAs. So, of course, something like this, you want to do a whole retrospective of your body of work, and that would mean she couldn't do anything except from this current album. So she's asking her fans to put pressure on the record company to allow her to perform these songs. Now, apparently the record company says they will allow her if she drops her lawsuit. Apparently she does not want to do that. I'm not sure of all the details. I think that I got them all right, so I'm sorry if I have been mistaken on one or two of the facts there. But it would be really a shame if she could not do a retrospective of her work because, yeah, she's Artist of the Decade. And I got to say, I'm with that one. A woo-woo, love my Tay-Tay. So we hope that she gets that worked out. She said that if she has to, she won't perform at all. She won't perform at all. So we'll see what happens. I'm not exactly sure when the AMAs are. I think they're coming up. So in other news, apparently the mayor of Philadelphia, Mayor Kenny, is trying to end late fees at the library. He said there are other cities across the country that have done this because he feels that it is it's not beneficial to, well, it's less than not beneficial. It's a detriment. That's probably the word I'm looking for. It's a detriment to the lower class, the people who don't have a lot of money. And he says that it affects their ability to go to the library because if they have a fine that's more than $5, that could stop them from taking out materials. Okay. Don't let your fine get to $5. You are charged 25 cents a day when your materials are laid back to the library. You get 2 to 3 weeks for a book. I know that it's less time for, say, a DVD or some other types of things that you can take out of the library. But here's what's going to happen if we take away the fines. I use my library all the time. And the wait lists for some of these books are outrageously long. So what would happen if there were no fines? There would be much longer wait lists because people just wouldn't return them. They'd be like, well, I'm not done yet. So I only had 2 weeks to read this book, but it's going to take me 6 weeks. So I'm just going to keep it for 6 weeks and then I'll return it. Well, that's going to screw up the whole system. Now, I understand that some people don't get them back regardless, but I think that there has to be some sort of incentive. Mayor Kenny says the incentive is that they can't take out anything else as long as they have not returned the materials. Okay, boo-hoo. Obviously don't need more materials if they have a number of books at their fingertips anyway. I think this is a bad idea. I don't like it. It's, to me, just another example about how we are not holding anybody accountable for anything. The library is free. If you can't get your materials back on time, then shame on you. It's 25 cents a day. Okay? So get them back. You can check them out again unless there's a super long wait list, and then you're going to have to go back to the end of the line. But I don't know. To me, it's just, again, more of this. Let's not have anybody responsible for any of their actions. It's kind of crazy to me, but just my opinion. There's a couple in Texas that decided on November 1st that they wanted to put up their Christmas decorations. So that's what they did. Not long after, they got a letter from their homeowners association to take down their Christmas decorations. It was too early. You know, these homeowner associations, they just love to find something to complain about. Same thing with condo associations, because it was a nightmare. I was part of one, and yeah, they really just sit around looking for things to send nasty letters out, reprimanding you for any little thing. They are power-happy little beasts. That's right. Little beasts. So they got this letter, and they said, nope, not taking them down. Make me. So then some of the neighbors decided to decorate early in solidarity with this couple that wanted to put their decorations up early. This is what I don't get. All the animosity. If you don't want to put up your decorations, if you think it's too early to decorate, then don't. But why are you trying to tell other people when they should do something? It's not April. It's not even September. If they want to put their Christmas decorations up on November 1st, how is that affecting you? I just don't get the animosity towards the Christmas creepers, because I am a Christmas creeper and we will be decorating this weekend. And I don't care. If you don't want to look at Christmas decorations this early, then don't look at my house. Keep driving by, just like with on Facebook and the internet. Keep scrolling. Keep driving, keep scrolling. Don't you worry about what I do with my house. I get that homeowners associations are there for a specific reason. They want everything to look uniform, which in my opinion is just boring. I hope that I never am in a situation where I have to join a homeowners association. I will do everything in my power to avoid that at all costs. But, yeah, putting up decorations, I don't know. It seems crazy to me. I can understand telling them to take them down in March, but it's before the season. Stop the animosity. Stop the craziness. It's okay. If people want to celebrate early because they get joy out of it, let them. How's that sound? All right. Some more news to get to this morning. How would you like to have Twinkies for breakfast? Starting next month, I believe it is Post, is coming out with a Twinkies cereal. They look like little tiny Twinkies. They do not have cream in the middle because they're hard. They have to be, able to handle the milk. But they say that it does have a cream flavor. So, there you go. I don't know. Twinkies cereal. It's something different. We haven't seen something different in quite a while. What they're doing now is all the cereals that are currently on the market are basically just coming out with other flavors. Have you seen how many flavors of Cheerios there are now? I don't know how there's room for them on the shelves. There's so many of them. There's like at least 10. It's kind of crazy. They have chocolate. They have peanut butter chocolate. They have frosted. They have fruity. They have honey nut. They have regular. They have apple cinnamon. It's a lot. So, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Are you interested in the Twinkies cereal? I don't really eat cereal anymore. One of the reasons I gave up cereal, it's just too darn expensive. It's just crazy how much it is for a box of cereal. And did you ever notice that the only cereals that go on sale are the crap cereals? Grape Nuts is never $1.99. It's always like $4.69. And it's that tiny little box. And I don't really eat Grape Nuts, but some of my favorites is like Special K. I get those fruit and yogurt ones. So good. It's really not good for you. There's a ton of sugar in it. They kind of tout it as a healthy alternative. It's not really healthy. What else do I? There was like a blueberry morning or something like that it was called, that has like, little tiny freeze-dried blueberries in it and some of those little clusters, oat clusters. So good. I used to love the Raisin Nut brand. The raisins were covered in a nut coating. So good. Those cereals never go on sale. Wheaties, never on sale. However, you can find Apple Jacks, Lucky Charms, Fruity Pebbles. All those bad boys go on sale all of the time. Just another way to punish the people who are trying to be healthy. I could go on a rant like this for days about how it is so much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat cheap. But I will save that rant for another day. So meanwhile, I will go right into our topic. It is about the Razr flip phone. You remember the Razr flip phone? Did you have one? Did you know someone that had one? I had a girlfriend who just loved her Razr flip phone. Loved it. I never had the Razr. I did have a tiny little flip phone. I kept that bad boy for about 4 years. I can't even remember who made it. I actually went into my nightstand yesterday because I thought maybe I had kept it, but I didn't. But it was small, and it was probably half the size of the Razr. It was so cute. It was a flip phone, and it had on the front a little screen, and if I had gotten a voicemail or a text message, there was a little envelope on the front that would alert me that there was indeed a message for me. That's one of the things that was really hard for me to transition to when I went to the iPhone. I had my first, I think, 3 phones, maybe 2, after the smartphones came out, were Droids. And that, of course, is the Google part, Google side of the smartphones. And then, of course, we've got Apple on the other side. I had kept my Droid for a while because whenever I got a phone call or a message or something, I had a little green light that would blink. And iPhone never does that. I guess because they want you to pick it up all the time. It took a while for me to get used to not being alerted when I had a message. So, I mean, like, if I'm away from my phone and I come back, there would be a green light blinking, letting me know that I missed something. The iPhone doesn't do that. If you're not sitting right in front of it, you miss it. Another thing that I hesitated to switch to the iPhone on, Jim Bell actually talks about in his response to, would you like all the benefits of your smartphone in a more compact version? Are you a fan of the old school flip phone? Now, here's the deal with this new Motorola Classic Razr phone. It's going to have a foldable screen, so it's going to look like the old Razr, but when you open it up, it's going to be a full-size phone. It would eliminate the need for a case, I assume. I just got me one of those pop sockets. Is that what they call those things that you just pop on the back of your phone? I got one at the Rise Business Conference, and I got to tell you, I'm not loving it. I'm holding on to it right now, but here's the thing. I even asked people, like, where exactly are you supposed to put it? And they're like, you should put it, right in the middle. And then I had seen somebody who had it down at the bottom, and I'm wondering if the phone's got too big for this thing. Because what happens is, now that I'm using it, which it is comfortable, I do enjoy holding my phone in it, but I can't use my phone one-handed with it because my thumb does not go far enough to, like, hit the home button or, get out of an app. If I had to do something at the top, there's no way I'm reaching it. So I thought that the point of it was to try and